Once upon a time, in a charming and small village named Sudur, there resided a 120-year-old boy named Arjun. Arjun was an orphan. His mother unfortunately passed away immediately after giving birth to him. His father, who was his sole support, unexpectedly disappeared when Arjun was 12 years old and never returned. Arjun resided in a rundown, dilapidated hut within the village. Arjun was quietly sitting in his small hut when a young girl named Lakshmi, who was carefully holding a plate filled with food, entered inside.
Oh, you have brought it once again. Why do you consistently bring food to me, Lakshmi?
Because I understand that you are hungry, and you are also aware of the reason why I consistently bring you food, aren't you?
Honestly, I'll never forget your thoughtfulness and kindness.
This is not merely a favor. Arjun is the one I love deeply. Upon expressing this, Lakshmi gently lowered her gaze and silently departed from the hut. After a short while, Arjun emerged from the hut. The village headman was standing directly in front of the hut.
Arjun, have you had your meal yet? Yes, Chief. Your daughter Lakshmi just brought me some food a little while ago.
Great job. Now that you're grown, son, learn to care for yourself.
Chief, you have been looking after me since I was 12 years old. But now I feel somewhat embarrassed. I wish to start doing some work now.
There is truth in what you say. Arjun, listen carefully. The forest near the village is not as dangerous as it used to be. If you feel like it, you can go there to cut wood or collect honey.
Yes, I will do just that, Chief. The time has come for me to do something for myself and for those who are mine.
Arjun set off towards the forest. After a while, Arjun reached the forest.
Yes, today I'll take a look at the good trees in the forest, and then tomorrow I'll bring an axe to cut them down and sell the wood in the market. No matter what, the chief has helped me a lot since childhood. Now the time has come to stand on my own feet, yes?
Arjun could only express that much when his gaze landed on a tree where an eagle was perched, intently staring at him. For some reason, that particular eagle appeared quite peculiar to him.
Oh my goodness, it's quite astonishing. This particular eagle is significantly larger than other eagles, and why is it intently staring at me?
Arjun had just uttered those words when the eagle ascended towards him and astonishingly spoke in a human-like voice. I recognize you. You are indeed the descendant of the renowned Veer Shankar. Arjun was shocked hearing this.
Indeed, you are an eagle, but how is it possible for you to communicate using a human voice? Could you kindly respond to my inquiry? Are you indeed the offspring of Veer Shankar? Indeed, I am the offspring of Veer Shankar.
Your father disappeared quite a significant number of years ago and has not returned since that time. I am able to unveil to you the mystery surrounding your father. He was not an ordinary person.
Hearing this, Arjun was surprised again.
Oh, I am unsure of who you are, so how can I place my trust in what you are saying?
Have you ever considered how you have been living your life without your father for the last 8 years? Yet nobody in the entire village ever mentions your father? No one offers you any assistance except for the head of your village.
You seem to possess comprehensive knowledge about me, but who exactly are you?
I am unable to disclose that information at this moment. You will need to release me from the curse in order to discover more.
Arjun unexpectedly became frightened of the lake for some inexplicable reason and swiftly ran towards his village. Upon reaching his home, Arjun began panting quite heavily and spoke with a fearful tone.
Oh my goodness, this forest is incredibly strange and peculiar. The birds residing there even converse like humans. No, I shall never venture into that forest again. Yes, indeed, yes.
Just at that moment, Lakshmi arrived there with a meal in her hands. Observing Arjun's frightened state, she inquired, "What has happened, Arjun? Why is perspiration trickling down your forehead, especially in this biting cold weather? And why are you feeling so anxious?" Arjun never concealed anything from Lakshmi. With quivering lips, he recounted the entire story to her. Lakshmi, upon hearing this, responded in a frightened tone, "Now you should never go to the forest." After saying this, Lakshmi stepped outside. Arjun ate his meal and went to sleep. The subsequent morning, when Arjun awoke, his fear had entirely disappeared. He engaged in a conversation with himself.
It seems like I got more scared than necessary after seeing that kite talking. However, there does seem to be some truth in its words. That kite knows something about my father, and it was right in saying that no one in the village talks about my father. Whenever I inquired with the village chief regarding my father, he consistently evaded the subject and merely mentioned that my mother passed away during childbirth and that my father ventured into the forest 8 years ago and never came back.
Arjun was immersed in profound contemplation, and then he set off towards the forest again. After a while, Arjun was standing at the same spot in the forest where he had met the eagle. Just then, the eagle flew in.
I was certain that you would undoubtedly arrive because you possess the same courage as your father, Veer Shankar.
Now, could you please tell me everything you are aware of regarding my father? Where is he at the moment? Is he still alive?
As I mentioned previously, you will first need to liberate me from the curse, but please do not be excessively worried as I genuinely wish to support you. Consider me as your ally. I am aware that you have been grappling with poverty since your formative years and occasionally feel embarrassed about it.
Hearing this, Arjun spoke sadly.
When the chief's daughter, Lakshmi, brings me food, I feel extremely embarrassed because she has deep affection for me. I have strong feelings for her as well, but I have not yet been able to establish myself independently. So how can I possibly ask the chief for his daughter Lakshmi's hand in marriage?
I possess knowledge of all the secrets within this vast forest. Accompany me.
Upon saying this, the eagle took flight and Arjun proceeded to follow closely behind. After a brief period, the eagle halted its flight near a cavern and settled down upon the ground.
This is the location, Arjun. You are required to excavate at this spot.
Arjun commenced to excavate the earth. After some time, he finally noticed a box.
Please proceed to open this box.
The very moment Arjun opened up the box, his eyes widened in absolute and utter astonishment.
Oh my goodness, there are an astonishingly incredible number of diamonds and precious gemstones in here. Indeed, I have the potential to become quite wealthy by selling these valuable items, yes.
This is entirely yours. Initially, you will become prosperous, and then I shall reveal how I will be liberated from the curse. Subsequently, I shall also acquaint you with your father. I am aware of his whereabouts at this very moment.
I am eagerly anticipating that day. Now, could you kindly elaborate on how you possess the knowledge that this particular chest is concealed beneath this cave?
Perhaps you have forgotten that I mentioned to you a short while ago that I am fully aware of all the hidden secrets of this forest, however. One more thing is that I haven't really done any work in my life so far. If I take this box and suddenly become wealthy overnight, won't people ask me all sorts of questions? I possess a solution for that as well. You could inform the village chief that you have a desire to engage in business and wish to travel to the state for a short period of time. Once there, you can sell these precious jewels. Upon your return, when you are wealthy, everyone will naturally assume that you achieved a significant profit through your business endeavors.
Certainly, I shall proceed in that particular manner.
However, please tell me one thing. You won't forget about me after you become wealthy, will you?
Absolutely not. I have a greater desire to meet my father than to have wealth.
Saying this, Arjun took the box and returned to the village. The next day, he went to the chief and spoke.
Chief, what I'm expressing is that I desire to travel to the state and initiate a business venture.
Hey Arjun, you've never been outside the village and you need money and experience to do business. How will you manage all this?
I will go to the state, work hard, do labor, do whatever I can, but Chief, I will return to this village as someone accomplished. Yes.
Hearing this, the village chief Kerry fell into thought. Then he smiled and spoke.
If your intentions are genuinely sincere, you will undoubtedly succeed in achieving your goal. Go forth, my blessings are with you.
Arjun carefully concealed the box and then stepped out of the trap. Along the way, he encountered Lakshmi. You won't forget me when you go to the kingdom, right? Arjun gathered courage for the first time and replied,
Lakshmi, I am fully aware that you have deep feelings for me, and I have a profound love for you as well. I simply never mustered the courage to express it before. I am embarking on this journey to the kingdom solely because of you. so that I can respectfully request your father's permission for your hand in marriage?
I will earnestly pray to God that you return triumphant in your mission. Arjun, smiling brightly, headed to the Grand Kingdom. Upon arriving, he stopped at an inn and took some diamonds out of a box to take them to a jeweler.
Oh my goodness, brother. These are incredibly precious diamonds. Where on earth did you acquire them? These belong to my father. He was a very big diamond merchant. Oh, brother. Only a fool wouldn't buy these exquisite diamonds. I'm ready to pay whatever price you ask.
The jeweler gave Arjun the exact price he asked for. Arjun stayed in the kingdom for a few days, sold diamonds, and became wealthy. Then he returned to the village. The village chief, along with Lakshmi, were exceedingly pleased to see Arjun. In just a few days, Arjun's small hut turned into a grand mansion, and he had many servants too. One day, Lakshmi spoke to Arjun. Now you have become wealthy. Your respect in the village has also increased. Earlier, people used to look at you with pity, thinking you were an orphan, but now their perception has changed. When will you ask my father for my hand?
Absolutely, Lakshmi. Please don't worry. Just be patient for a few more days and then I will personally come to request your father's permission for your hand in marriage.
I have complete confidence in you. After Lakshmi departed, Arjun commenced speaking to himself.
Certainly, just one time my father meets with me. Subsequently, I will send my father to visit the headman. What a joyous occasion it will be to request your hand in marriage. Well, at this moment I ought to go to the eagle once more.
Uttering these words, Arjun embarked on his journey towards the dense forest. After a while, Arjun arrived at the very same location in the forest where he had initially encountered the majestic eagle. At that precise moment, a wise sage appeared and took a seat beneath a large tree.
Who might you be, and what brings you to this place? Your appearance bears a striking resemblance to someone familiar to me. It is possible that I am acquainted with your father.
I am the offspring of Veer Shankar, and I frequently visit this place.
Upon hearing this, the sage was quite surprised but remained silent and then quietly departed. As soon as the sage left, the eagle flew in and arrived there.
What exactly was that sage communicating to you?
He was merely mentioning that he might be acquainted with me. I informed him that I am indeed the son of Veer Shankar.
This so-called sage is nothing but a fraud. He merely dons the appearance of a sage, yet harbors the spirit of a devil within.
I have no interest in that, Sadhu. I only care about you and father. Now tell me, how can I help you get free from alcohol?
Come with me.
The majestic eagle transported Arjun to the identical cave where he had earlier discovered numerous valuable diamonds scattered on the ground. Within the cave, there was an exceptionally peculiar stone positioned, which was radiating with vibrant and colorful rays.
Tomorrow marks the night of the full moon. Please return to this location tomorrow night during the full moon. Close your eyes and shatter this stone precisely at midnight. Once the stone is broken, I shall be liberated from the curse, and subsequently I will reveal to you the whereabouts of your father.
Should I break this stone right now?
No, it is necessary for this stone to be broken on the night of the full moon tomorrow.
Upon saying this, the eagle vanished amidst a display of colorful lights. Arjun quietly made his way back from that place. Arjun eventually reached his residence, and immediately following him, the very same wise sage appeared there.
I personally witnessed with my own eyes that you were having a conversation with the eagle.
Indeed, but why are you inquiring about this matter? Listen, you are not aware of that eagle. It is not just any ordinary eagle. I am fully aware of everything, but whatever I have become today is due to that eagle. That eagle possesses knowledge about my father, and I am determined to locate my father at any cost. Are you referring to the fact that your father is no longer part of this world?
She desires to ensnare you and liberate herself from the curse.
Upon hearing this, Arjun became infuriated.
Oh, esteemed sage, I have great respect for sages, but not for those who are hypocritical like you. Understand this clearly. I cannot listen to another word beyond this point. Please, quietly depart from here.
The sage was on the verge of saying something when Arjun, issuing directives to his servants, spoke.
Please, escort him out of this place and ensure that this impostor is removed immediately.
The attendants forcibly escorted the sage out of the premises. At that moment, the chief and Lakshmi arrived there.
Ah, you are indeed the same sage who often meditates in our forest. What were you doing at Arjun's grand mansion, and why did Arjun's attendants forcibly escort you out? Arjun, the son of Veer Shankar, has become quite foolish. He is repeating the very same mistake that his father corrected by sacrificing his own life. The wealth that Arjun suddenly acquired came as a result of that kite. That kite has entirely taken control over Arjun. She has completely taken control over him. I made every possible effort to convey the truth to Arjun, but he was unwilling to listen.
Father, I just recalled something. A few days back, when Arjun ventured into the forest for the very first time, he was extremely frightened and mentioned to me that an eagle communicated with him in a manner similar to a human. I intended to inform you, but it completely slipped my mind.
Oh, you concealed such a significant matter from me. That's quite astonishing, dear. If that eagle manages to break free from its intoxicated state, there will be devastation in the entire village and not a single individual will survive. Indeed, that is completely accurate, but Arjun is not prepared to listen. Do not worry, I will thoroughly explain it to him.
The chief went directly to Arjun.
Arjun, what am I hearing? You're encountering an eagle in the forest, and that eagle is conversing like a human being. Didn't you find it peculiar that an eagle is speaking like a human?
So you found the truth. Now look, Chief, it seemed odd at first, but not now. And I'm sure the wise sage told you. You see, Chief, my father disappeared mysteriously 8 years ago, and that being knows where he is. I just want to find my father. I want to meet him.
Son, you truly have no knowledge about your father?
Indeed, I am completely unaware. I am truly unaware. I am utterly unaware because you never informed me, and neither did the villagers ever mention anything, so how could I possibly know? Now, why should I trust anyone? Tell me, I only place my faith in the eagle, and tomorrow is the night of the full moon. I will liberate that eagle from its curse tomorrow, and once liberated, it will bring my father back to me.
With that declaration, Arjun furiously stormed out of the magnificent mansion.
Arjun, listen to me. Please listen, Arjun.
The head of the household kept calling out, but Arjun didn't stop. Disappointed, the head stepped outside the mansion.
It is crucially important to halt Arjun. That eagle must not transform into its true form in any manner. Arjun has disappeared somewhere, so now we will have to patiently wait until the following night.
On the following night, the wise sage accompanied the chief and his daughter Lakshmi to the vicinity of the cave and began to converse with the chief.
I am confident that Arjun will definitely come here. Yesterday, I overheard the conversation between Arjun and the eagle.
The wise sage had just mentioned this when Arjun arrived there amidst the darkness of the night. At that moment, the eagle also flew there and spoke.
Here, the sage, the chief, and your beloved Lakshmi are present. They have come to stop you from breaking that stone. But do not believe them, or you will never be able to meet your father. Be cautious.
No, I shall not pay attention to their words.
Proceed and retrieve that precious stone from deep within the cave.
Arjun swiftly ran into the cave and promptly brought back the stone. Just as he was on the verge of breaking it, the wise sage, the village chief, and Lakshmi arrived at that location.
Arjun, halt immediately. Do not shatter that stone. Arjun, you are committing a significant mistake. No, I absolutely must meet my father at any cost. Arjun, please listen attentively and comprehend the reason why nobody has ever mentioned your father until this moment. It is due to the fact that he was an avaricious individual. He was not a regular person, but rather a tantric. A tantric who was proficient in numerous mystical arts and desired to command all the supernatural forces of this forest. One day, an enchanting woman approached your father and asserted that she was the guardian of this forest. She mentioned that if your father were to marry her, he would acquire all the powers. Your father was ultimately swayed by her persuasive words and entered into matrimony with her. However, it was subsequently unveiled that she was not a guardian, but rather a formidable witch of the forest. Her true intention was to become the mistress of your father's powers and bring ruin to the village. For the very first time, your father's human essence truly emerged. He summoned all of his dark powers and the witch turned into an eagle, and every bit of her formidable powers was confined within this enchanted stone. He placed a curse upon the witch, but ultimately sacrificed his own life in the process. He did all of this for the well-being and prosperity of the village, without even considering what consequences would befall you afterward. And now you are rendering your father's noble sacrifice meaningless.
They are not being truthful. The reality is what I am conveying to you. If I harbored any deception in my thoughts, why would I extend my assistance to you? Have the villagers ever offered you any help? I have bestowed upon you wealth, respect, diamonds, pearls, and now I am also reuniting you with your father.
Arjun became confused. A few moments later, he threw the stone forcefully onto the ground. The next instant, the eagle transformed into a terrifying witch, turning into colorful rays. The village chief and the wise sage were indeed speaking the truth. Your father was a foolish man who transformed me into an eagle and subsequently met his own demise.
You alone possess the unique capability to shatter this stone, as the very same blood flows through your veins.
And you have committed a significant error. There is still an opportunity if you wish to rectify this mistake. You will need to sacrifice your own life. Your father had confined all of the witch's powers within this stone and transformed the witch into a kite. But now that you have shattered it, the final touch of the stone was by your hand. Consequently, you have now been transformed into stone, and following the night of the full moon, you and this stone will become distinct entities. If you choose not to sacrifice your life at this moment, the witch will invade the village and bring about devastation.
Hearing this, tears welled up in Arjun's eyes.
I committed a significant error. I merely desired to locate my father.
The decision is in your hands. There is a deep valley a little distance from here, and you must jump into it. Only then will the witch turn to ashes.
You are unable to accomplish this task.
However, Arjun had firmly resolved his decision. He sprinted towards the precipice of the valley. And he made a leap. As soon as his entire body descended into the deep valley, the witch let out a piercing scream and was engulfed by flames, eventually turning into ashes. Tears streamed down from Lakshmi's eyes. The village chief spoke while shedding tears.
Indeed, there was a period when the essence of humanity emerged in Arjun's father. Yet Arjun was more than merely a human being. He was a true martyr, for he willingly sacrificed his life for the sake of his village.
The wise sage, the village chief, and Lakshmi made their way back to the village, and in this manner, the ancient mystery reached its conclusion.